What's up, guys? How's it going today? Outrageous one back with yet another amazing video. So today is my 4th day to my quitting this vape challenge, and I've been going through the withdrawals. I actually just started feeling them today, but I mean, I'm getting through it. There's nothing that I can't achieve if I don't put my mind to it. So I mean, I'm gonna get through it. I'm starting to withdraw now. As soon as these withdrawals push by, I'm gonna be completely nicotine free and I won't go back. Or completely not just nicotine free, but vape free. And it feels real good that I'm on this clean, healthy path. But so for today's video, I want to come to y'all on this topic about why people don't listen. So I was watching a video last night, and Elon Musk sold 20,000 flamethrowers, right? Okay, so he sold 20,000 flamethrowers, but he said, don't buy this flamethrower. Now, the topic of this video today is why people don't listen. He said, don't buy, I quote, he said, don't buy this flamethrower. And people still bought it. And he sold 20,000, he made 20,000 flamethrowers, and he sold all 20,000 flamethrowers at the price of $500 a flamethrower. I think that's crazy because he said don't buy it. I know he put it out there on the market, but he said don't buy it, and people still bought it. And I think there's 4 causes of why people don't listen. Being arrogant, having pride, defensiveness, and unwillingness. And with that being said, arrogant people, mostly they're arrogant, trying to protect their ego or their self-worth. And I'm not sure. I mean, certain people, they have certain situations that they're going through, so they do things in different ways. But with that being said, being arrogant, trying to protect your ego, and knowing something is right and not listening to it because you're trying to protect your ego, it's the wrong way to go. And I think a lot of people get lost in that because they're trying to protect their ego by being arrogant to hide their insecurities and their lack of confidence. And that's something that we need to work with in this world. And that's just part of my YouTube channel. We need to be able to build confidence so we can be able to do the things that we want to do and not follow other people when we know things aren't right. When you know not to do something, but you still go and do it, and then you got that guilt trip later, that feeling in your gut like, dang, I know I shouldn't have went and did that. And then later on it bites you in the tail, and it's like you already knew it was coming because you knew you shouldn't do that thing. And that's just part of people being arrogant. I mean, the way that I see it, insecure people, they fear rejection. And if you're like, there's no point for you to fear rejection. Rejection is how you learn and how you build. If you get rejected on a subject or any matter, if you get rejected, you should take that information to figure out why you got rejected and what you need to do to not be rejected the next time. Or maybe it could have been in a negative situation and it was just God giving you that rejection so you don't tend to this negative energy. And I think people get lost in that because it's like there's so many things that we shouldn't be doing, but people in this world, they continue to do it knowing that it's not the right thing to do. And it really throws my mind off. But now on the pride causes poor self-worth and the feeling of being ashamed. And the reason that I say that is because if your pride is so big that you won't allow yourself to feel ashamed, then you won't be able to learn how you need to build your mindset. Sometimes you just gotta own up. Sometimes you just have to be ashamed. Sometimes, I mean, it's good to be ashamed. I'm not saying that it's put it like this. It has its goods and it has its bads. It's good to be ashamed so you can be able to learn, but it's not good to be ashamed to the point where you hide yourself or act as a turtle and like get inside of a shell. And it's crazy because the people that have like a lot of pride, they tend to call out other people to defend from like self-recognition of where they lack or what they're actually doing wrong. And if you don't acknowledge where you're doing something wrong or how you're doing something wrong, how can you ever change that? Like, I know in your mind, you know you're doing something wrong, but if you don't acknowledge the fact that you're doing something wrong, how will it ever change? Me personally, I know that it won't change if you don't ever acknowledge, take the time to sit down and realize that you're doing something wrong. And it's okay that you're doing something wrong, but it's time to make a change so you won't continually do this thing in repetition. And it's like, why put a negative outlook on yourself by following someone else taking a negative act, and then you look bad with that person? Me personally, I don't want to look bad, so I don't hang around the crowd. Because when you hang around the crowd, you tend to get in a loop of living for other people and trying to make other people happy. And I don't see that as life. And with that being said, another thing that is one of the main causes of why people don't listen is defensiveness. When you feel ashamed and hurt and guilty and attacked, and when you're made feel as an outcast, you have something in your mind that puts you into defense mode. But if you teach yourself the right self-discipline, you can learn how to take those negative things and turn them into positive things. And what I mean by that is, if someone is telling you that you're, put it like this, say you got a whole class of people and everyone got an A on the test except for one person. And the one person that got the A on, the one person that say they got a D on the test, the teacher called them out and said, James got a D. Everyone else passed, but James got a D. And that person feels singled out. But really, it wasn't about them being singled out. You could look at it like they're being singled out, but really they should be taking it as, okay, I just wasn't doing what I needed to do to equal the standards of everyone else that got an A on this test per se. And when people start to look at it like they can learn and build from being singled out, and they have a chance, like a door opening up, being singled out, being able to get away from the crowd and live to please themselves, it's like an eye-opener to the way that life really should be for people in all walks of life. The next thing is unwillingness. When you have self-concern a perceived lack of intrinsic desire or ambition to accomplish the task or endeavor, you're already telling yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're already telling yourself that you can't do it. You're looking at things in a completely wrong way. You're supposed to look at something like, I know I can accomplish it. I know that if I build and I grow, that I can be the overachiever and I can surpass whatever goal that I'm trying to take on. And the people that's unwilling, or the people that's still sitting down, soaking in failure, going through mental things that are messing with their mindset. And it's crazy because if you take the time and just work on your self-discipline, you'll see so much happen in your life when it comes to change. You'll be able to get the job you want to get the female you want to get, make the money you want to make, do the things that you want to do instead of going out and doing things that other people want to do. You don't even have to go out, per se. You can, just go take a walk. It's amazing, but when you build your self-discipline, you get to the point where you can call out negative things when you see it, and you can turn away from it, or like guide yourself away from it so that you don't pass the same path as this negative thing. All you got to do is build your self-discipline. I'm on that journey right now, and I want y'all to walk on that journey with me. It's love to all my subscribers, anyone who is on my channel, getting any knowledge from me. Continue to tune in, like, comment, and subscribe. I think 2 posts ago, no, it might have been 2 to 3 posts ago that I made a post. I'm giving away $100. If you go and comment on the post where it says tag Mr. Beast, all you have to do is comment on that post tagging Mr. Beast. And if Mr. Beast contacts me, the last comment on my post, when Mr. Beast contacts me, that person will win $100. So if you want to win $100, go ahead and join the challenge. Aside from that, the first person, when I hit 50 subscribers, my 50th subscriber, you will be winning $10. And my 100th subscriber, you'll be winning $25. So if you want to join that challenge, you can. Feel free to contact me, comment on my post. If you need anything from me, we can talk. You just contact me, and that's all. We'll get up with each other. And with that being said, grab you a bottle of water, go take a walk, pick up a book. It don't even have to be a book. Just pick up something with some type of knowledge and just read it. And it'll start to open your horizon of why it's good to read. Because when I started to read, I started to see how my vocabulary built, that I was able to think smarter, but not just think smarter. I was able to speak smarter. And when I was able to speak smarter, I was able to act smarter. So, I'm on a path now. All you got to do is come and join the journey. It's that easy. Outrageous one out. I'll be back with another video soon.